Yo, what's going on, guys? And today we'll be doing my off-season preview for the team that was the defending world champs. I guess they still are because the new world champs haven't came yet. But we're doing the off-season predictions for the Golden State Warriors. Let me read you off some headlines. I have made videos for the headlines separately to discuss them more in detail, as they're going to be, not discussed as in depth. But Draymond Green and the Warriors have mutual interest on a multi-year deal. So expect, them to keep him. Bob Myers is expected to make a decision. Supposedly he's been offered Myers a new deal, but Myers could exit the franchise as, he might get more money or want to go in a different direction. And if Bob Myers does leave, Mike Dunleavy Jr. is viewed as the natural successor in a scenario if that were to happen. There is rumors that Jordan Poole and Jonathan Kuminga will be two guys to be shopped in terms of seeing, for a new backup guard. But the belief is that Steph Curry remains a top 5 player in the NBA. Draymond Green and Klay Thompson show no signs of a steep decline. Green was all defensive team. And yes, Thompson had a bad shooting series against the Lakers. He led the NBA, made threes this season. So they're extra motivated to keep the core of those three, but they basically are saying that it's going to be interesting because Green does have leverage, and there's a lot to talk about there. And again, I have a separate video you guys should go check out. So let's talk about this team. They have the 19th overall draft pick. If Noah Clowney is available, they're going to take like a Noah Clowney. I think Noah Clowney is like the best young player available for them, but I could also see him being a team that goes out there and takes a older player, like maybe somebody that they believe is going to be able to come in and make a difference right freaking now. And with that being said, I think that guy could be a player along the lines. It gets tough when you look at a situation. Like, I want to hear who you guys think, but right now they have the 19th pick, and for me, in that range, you could look at it like a Chris Murray. But a Jordan Hawkins. I think Jordan Hawkins, if he falls there, or Jalen Hood-Schifino, another good player they should be looking at. Maybe a Bobby Clintman from Wake Forest. We saw what Jake LaRavia did. Colby Jones is another guy. I still think if they really wanted to go young, Noah Clowney, I don't know why, it just feels like you could grow into a similar player to Kevon Looney. But if they want to trade down, Jaime Jaquez, Marcus Sasser, Andre Jackson, James Nanji are all other players. So let's get right into the rest of this video. So this is a team that has been here before. They lost KD to free agency. They faced a year, without Klay Thompson. And then 2 years later, they lost in the play-in tournament. They bounced back and won a championship. Now, Thompson is entering the last year of his deal and has an eligibility for a long-term contract. Bob Myers is on an expiring one. So there's a lot of questions there, but I think the real thing is Jordan Poole right here at this point. The finances, if they want to re-sign, Draymond Green, they're going to trade Jordan Poole, because I think JaMychal Green, and because their free agents are Draymond Green, Dante DiVincenzo, JaMychal Green, Andre Iguodala, Ty Jerome, Anthony Lamb, Lester key ones. I personally think Green, DiVincenzo, Draymond Green, JaMychal Green, DiVincenzo, Andre Iguodala. I don't think Andre's coming. Ty Jerome, Anthony Lamb, and Lester are all coming back. Basically, all their free agents except maybe DiVincenzo and Iguodala are coming back. I think DiVincenzo's likely, but you never know. But they're only allowed to offer JaMychal Green a contract, exceeding 3.4, and we'll only have, the veteran exception. So, so they basically can only pay JaMychal Green a max of 3.4. I think that's good. And then you see guys like, the big thing you got to believe is, are you able to think that the Warriors are going to be able to bring back, Draymond Green? Teams with cap space like Detroit, Indiana, Houston, Oklahoma City, Orlando, and San Antonio are teams that might go after him. Would Green sign a team-friendly contract for the third straight time? Would the Warriors even offer a long-term deal for Draymond Green? There's a lot of questions. You got, for example, the maximum salary allowed in a return for a hypothetical trade right now, if you were able to bring back Green and, DiVincenzo and maybe Jermichael Green besides Draymond Green, Jordan Poole's the only tradable contract, which is $30.2 million. All right, that they can trade with the new CBA. Under the old CBA, it would have been 34.3. But I think the answer is yeah, because the defensive rating with Green on the court is 109.6. With him off the floor, it's 115.3. I think Jordan Poole's a replaceable player. And, they got players who, this is a team that ranks second in three-point percentage, but there's a need for, front court help that can stretch the floor. Green shot 30.5% from three. Kevon Looney didn't attempt a long distance shot, and Anthony Lamb, who, isn't necessarily a big, shot 36.7. Now we go out here into free agency. I mean, the dream would be to go out and get guys like Grant Williams, and again, I know that's like in a vacuum, that would be the dream scenario, but I truly think that if you look at a team like this, you have the opportunity to go out. Yeah, it's a limited market, and again, I think getting a big like a Noah Clowney might help with that. But when you go out, they're not going to be in the market for like Grant Williams might be out of their market. Even guys like Ayo Sumo and stuff might be, but a Thomas Bryant who can block some shots, rebound, finish around the rim as well as play with some energy. Shot 44% from three this year, averaged 9.8 points, 5.7 rebounds. Thomas Bryant would be a perfect player for the Golden State Warriors. Even guys like Georges Niang would help out for them a lot. I think Josh Richardson, if it's possible. Another guy that I'm thinking out there, Yuta Watanabe. All right, obviously Kevin Love makes complete sense. Trey Lyles, Drew Eubanks, okay, are all guys that I think they need to be going out there and thinking about acquiring that might help them. Okay, even like sometimes athleticism, like a Hamidou Diallo or a Dario Saric. Okay, Jacques Landale, a bruising big man who with toughness and good effort. Paul Reed, all these guys, Bismack Biyombo. If you try to get Jackson Hayes, like there's players out there that like they should be able to make competitive offers for. And I think that's, for me, the most interesting part when I think about this team is how do we make sure that we can put the most competitive, what are the most competitive players that they can get in free agency? And I don't think they're that far off from being able to achieve that necessarily. Like, I still think this is a team that's good, a team that has, grit, and in a way, I guess you could say, I think they're just a few pieces away from being able to put it back all together and look like what they were 2 years ago when they won the championship. I think that's one thing that I feel like we kind of forget, that this was a team that was completely different even a year or two ago. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section if there was anything else you guys would have liked to have heard. But yeah, I'm going to leave it right there. Peace out, everybody. Hope you guys did enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't know where else we could talk about, but that's it from me today. Peace. Bye.